Barcelona's defence is a ticking time bomb. Inigo Martinez's exit has ripped a critical void in the heart of their backline just weeks before La Liga kicks off. Hansi Flick publicly dismissed new signings after Saturday's 5-0 Joan Gamper romp, but Mundo Deportivo confirms he's secretly scheduling urgent talks with director Deco to fix this crisis. Why the contradiction? Because Barca's economic shackles are tighter than ever. Rashford and Garcia remain unregistered, and the 1-1 spending rule still chains their hands. This isn't just about one player, it's a survival test for a club balancing on a financial knife edge. That ticking sound isn't metaphorical, it's the countdown to August 15th when La Liga's registration deadline slams shut. Inigo Martinez wasn't just another defender, he was the bedrock of Barcelona's resurgence last season, marshalling a backline that conceded the fewest goals in Europe's top 5 leagues. His departure leaves a chasm no current squad member has convincingly filled. Eric Garcia shows promise but drifts into midfield, Ronald Araujo battles chronic injury shadows, and newcomers like Cubarsí lack the gravitas for high-stakes clashes. Flick's post-match comments after the Como thrashing, a seemingly carefree 5-0 victory, rang hollow against the reality. He knows this defence could crumble under Champions League pressure when he told TV3, "I'll talk to Deco when he's here and then we'll see." But right now, I don't think we'll sign. It wasn't denial. It was a calculated smokescreen masking a desperate scramble behind closed doors. Thoth. Flick has already instructed his staff to draft defensive contingency plans for Deco's return from Brazil. Sources confirm their meeting will dissect 3 urgent scenarios. A last-minute emergency signing if financial levers miraculously unlock, a high-risk gamble on youth, or the unthinkable, redeploying midfielders like Gundogan into central defence. Barcelona's paralysis stems from a brutal paradox. They need a world-class centre-back to compete, but their economy is held hostage by the one spending rule. Rashford and Joan Garcia, summer's headline additions, remain unregistered ghosts, unable to play until the club clears existing salary cap violations. Every euro spent now risks triggering La Liga's financial firewalls, potentially halting the entire squad's registration. This isn't poor planning, it's structural suffocation. The same economic alchemy that funded last year's signings has backfired, leaving Flick to coach with one hand tied behind his back. The Joan Gamper Trophy victory now feels like a cruel illusion. 5 goals against Como papered over existential cracks, but elite opponents won't be so forgiving. Imagine facing Kylian Mbappe's Real Madrid or Erling Haaland's City with Araujo limping and Garcia out of position, a scenario that could define Barca's season before September even arrives. Deco's return isn't just about transfers, it's a triage session for a bleeding squad. If financial flexibility materializes through asset sales or lever activation, targets like Moises Caicedo or Jean-Claire Todibo become feasible. But without that lifeline, Flick faces a nightmare choice: sacrifice midfield strength to bolster defense or trust untested teams in the Champions League cauldron. The clock isn't just ticking, it's echoing through Camp Nou's empty corridors where Martinez's absence is felt in every training session. This crisis transcends tactics. It's a referendum on Barcelona's entire post-pandemic strategy. For years, the club danced on the edge of financial collapse, betting on sporting success to fund survival. Now, with the one rule enforcing brutal austerity, that gamble has backfired spectacularly. La Liga's watchdog isn't swayed by legacy or fan passion. They demand balance sheets, not brilliance. Every unregistered player, every deferred payment tightens the noose. Flick's secret meeting with Deco isn't corporate manoeuvring. It's a Hail Mary pass with the season's fate hanging in the balance. Will they find a loophole? Will a fire sale of fringe players like Rafinha or Ferran Torres free up space? Or will pride force Barcelona into another summer of false promises where hope drowns in spreadsheet red? The answer won't just shape this transfer window. It could determine whether Barca competes for trophies or merely survives until 2025. As August 15th looms, one truth echoes. In football's new economy, even giants can fall when the money runs out. And for Barcelona, the money has already run out. The only question left is how far they'll fall.